Prepares to present the 2026 budget on Thursday, November 13, attention is turning to how it will sustain revenue growth and control spending while easing the tax burden on businesses and consumers. Market watchers are keenly observing whether fiscal discipline can hold after a year of cautious reforms. Emmanuel Apong has more in this report.
One of the most anticipated announcements is the scrapping of the COVID-19 levy. 2025 has been marked by restraint and recalibration, which is expected to feed into the 2026 budget. However, total revenues and grants for the first half of 2025 reached 116.2 billion cedis, that is 5.5% below target, but still up by 22.9% year-on-year. Government also kept a lid on expenditure. 131.1 billion cedis, or 9.4% of GDP, was spent in the first 7 months, below the 152.6 billion cedis target, reflecting improved expenditure control. For the full year, total revenue and grants are projected at 223.8 billion cedis against the total expenditure of 269.1 billion cedis, about 20.7% of GDP, a significant improvement from the previous year's 26%. Though no new taxes were introduced in the 2025 budget, several unpopular ones, such as the e-levy, burden tax, and emissions levy, were scrapped, while others like the growth and sustainability levy were reviewed and extended. The government also began digitizing the modified taxation system to improve compliance and efficiency, one of its boldest steps towards widening the tax net.
We advise against introduction of any new nuisance taxes. We've seen that nuisance taxes do not work. They do not help businesses. It creates unnecessary tension. They don't bring in the revenue as you expect. So instead of working on new tax expansion, let's rather work on administrative effectiveness. We need to resource the tax authorities to ensure they're able to identify each taxable income and then tax it properly.
As many market watchers will be looking for clear spending priorities, analysts say fiscal credibility more than fresh tax measures will define investor confidence.
There is a lot of things happening now that shows clearly that if we achieve our targets for the year and we do things right, I mean, our economy can only get better. Of course, there are other geopolitical external factors that are beyond our control. But so far as the Ghanaian economy is concerned, the stability that is being built now is expected to further strengthen as we go into next year, and also our reduction in our debt coming also from the fact that our currency has appreciated.